look who just drove in there. The red truck just drove right in there. You can see over here. As soon as I got done talking, he was behind the tree or some shit, but look, he's over there. As soon as I got done talking about the other neighbor, right, they pull up. They coordinate this shit every day. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. It doesn't matter any of that shit, because they had this app thing that they installed on my phone. Look, see, now that he saw me, he's looking down. They have this app thing that they installed on my phone, and the cop down the street has been helping him. Look, now he's walking back, right? He just got over there, and he knows that she's not there. And like I said, you're not gonna, it don't matter. Like, he thinks that, look, he's like looking, the reason why he looked down at the ground is because he's trying to show that he'll kill my dogs again. Okay, now he's looking over there because he wants to act like, look, and now he's pissed because he's like, fuck, he really is recording me and putting it on my channel. And Rex is on his ass. Every time he comes over here, he's on his ass. And he hates him because he knows that guy is the one who's come into the yard multiple times along with his friends and the dirt biking crew back there. And they all coordinate to try, look, and they both look at each other as he's walking by. And look, now he's going over there to talk to him, but now he don't want to because he's on camera. Like I said, they are scheming every fucking day to try to sabotage my life and my dogs. And the police are enjoying it because I've talked shit about a lot of their kids. Look, he drove so fast over there so that I couldn't see his truck, and now his dogs are running and shit over there. Like I said, they will coordinate this shit all day, and they don't think I'm going to take it to court because they have my dogs. They killed one, and I had tried to bury him because he was having seizures. And I knew he wasn't going to make it, so in like 5-10 minutes, he was going to be completely dead. But he was basically dead, like completely dead. He had no chance of making it. And they're trying to use that against me because they know I'm afraid that, of taking it to court, because then they can try to charge me with not taking the dog to the vet. This is how crazy these people are. And this is all over me reporting them a couple times because they have been doing crazy shit. Somebody in the backwoods blew up something. Okay, and then the neighbor the other day, then they blew up something again. He came outside with the rifle because he's trying to make it look like he's on my team and shit, and to calm down, and then it's just them because he wants to protect his kids because I've been threatening them back, But it's like, you're not getting away with this. We're either gonna go to jail, all of us, or which they're not going to charge me because they already know, because they've been listening to my phones and stuff, and they've been using stuff I said on the Trump campaign even. So it's like I've been trying to help out police who are in my phone just to get out of this shit. It's that crazy. You can't make it up. It's like I'd have to be fucking Tim Burton to make this shit up. You can't make it up. Like, he just look. You saw how he looked over there and was trying to talk to him, and then he walked away. It's because they know I'm trying to put them in jail, and they're trying to say there's no way to put us in jail, and there is a way to put them in jail if I get their names and I can start getting restraining orders, and then I can start taking it to court, and explaining all this shit. The most that they're going to do is say no, and we'll try it. Like I said, I'm going to try to take them to court, and I'm sure that these guys will move soon. They'll all start moving or disappearing. It's fine. We aren't going to do all this dumb shit. We're going to take it to court. I have enough evidence to prove with certain videos that there is something suspicious as fuck going on, at the very least, and it will be on the news. And then I'll sit there with my polygraph machine, and I will take as many questions to myself and show all the writings and everything on what they come out as, right? And they can hear it even in my phone that they're tapping, so they're gonna know. And they're listening to me right now. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, he will come over here every day that I am talking about certain things about them, and they try to harass me. Now my fucking camera isn't working because they want me to let it go, and they're gonna keep harassing me to no end. And it's like, they're not understanding this. It's never gonna be let go until I don't see you ever again. That's your only hope. I will put you in jail, or I will defend myself and my dogs, and defend what you did to my dogs, okay? You're not getting out of this. I'm just waiting. They keep trying to stir me up. They're trying to get me to attack them. I'm not going to do it. I'm gonna get a polygraph machine. They didn't think I was going to get one because they were hoping that I did something wrong and I wouldn't be able to say oh, I never killed any of my dogs or something. No, I didn't kill any of my dogs. We are taking a polygraph test, and I've been saying certain things to where I've set it up to where they actually believe that they're going to win. You're not winning this, I promise. Even with cops and everybody involved, because they don't want me suing, you're not winning this. So like I said, I'm putting this on my channel, among other things, and the cop hasn't even called me back. So like I threatened, you know, the cops again, saying that if you try to Baker Act me or some bullshit, then we're gonna have a serious problem, and no cop has called me. So, you know what I mean? So it's whatever. You know, if they show up, and then I'm gonna say I asked them to call me, you know, so... And then they'll be like, obviously pointing out that they're trying to get me and they're trying to Baker Act me or something. And I'll try to show them on the thing, like I said, because they're all in on it. They don't want me to sue, and they want me to look as bad as possible and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, and they'll keep trying to ask, like, are you okay? Or, you know what I mean? Because they're trying to bait it because the cops are in on it. Like, I had been talking shit about a couple canine guys, and it went viral somewhat. And it's because of... You know, like Justin Rigney and all these other people who are canine people who work with Pasco police, and they've murdered people on live cam, like when they were a cop, and they teach really fucked up shit to cops, and they try to look like they're great people in the media and all this other evil shit just to sell dogs and whatever, and they have a serious dark side to them. And I was talking shit about them because I know some of them, like Nelson Valera works with Lakeland. He's a fucking lunatic. His girlfriend's a dog fighter, an ex-dog fighter and shit. Like I have heat on all these people that are canine people who are terrible individuals, and I'm not a bad person. Like I said, I might let out my dogs who probably shouldn't be out sometimes, but that's because I'm trying to socialize them, period. If they get into a fight and I put it on my channel for some good looks or whatever, that's not illegal. And it's not even wrong, because it just shows that they're good dogs. And they're good at what they're able to do, which is defend themselves. That's not even a bad thing. They will like try to make it out to where I'm a dog fighter and all this other shit. And this is the problem I am, because they came to these people. These people were harassing me, trying to get me because they didn't like me already. And then the cop down the street is fueling them, trying to get them to investigate me because they are friends with Justin Rigney and other people. So like I said, we're going to go down this path, and they're not going to like it, especially now that I've been helping out Trump's thing. So it's fine. Like I said, they've been hearing everything that I say, and I've been trying to give advice, and it's like it actually got round to Trump. Like, it's crazy. I've been going viral and shit. They'll like send recordings of my stuff, and they'll make it viral. They'll make that shit viral, bro. Police force making it viral. You can literally go on my channel and see all of my yard accidents. They're yard accidents. Unless I was a fucking telepath, right? Then they'll be like, oh, well, you're putting dog. No, sometimes they get along. And they do listen to what I say with my facial expressions, and I don't even have to. I can just dilate my pupils and look at somebody, and they'll think it's a threat or a dog, and that's what they do. And like I can get them to do stuff. They know words and they know human expressions, so they can understand like in depth, like a human can. They just don't think about weapons and shit and whatever. You know what I mean? Like they're not like that as an animal, but they listen to stuff, and that's what they're trying to play on. They're trying to like have a couple dogs die on my property. They're trying to have like, you know, they killed Diablo and Preacher Girl because they tried to make it seem like I was gonna, you know, they got with H. Lee and then they killed her so that I couldn't fucking use her in the program because H. Lee is another motherfucker I've been trying to out. And like this whole thing, it's like this whole giant thing, and they have people trying to corral me and shit, you know, and whatever. And it's like they all know about this stuff. Everybody knows about what the fuck in the dog world has been going on, and they literally do this shit. They try to harass me and make my life a living hell because they want me out of the dog game. I'll just buy more dogs. You know what I mean? You're never gonna beat. I'll just buy more dogs, and like the more I'm breeding, the more I'm seeing that I kind of like a lot of pure breeds the way that they are. But at the same time, some of them, like my ideas and mixing them, are great ideas, and I will prove that. And I've been proving that. Like I said, if some of my dogs die and they're fully fat and they don't have any health issues, okay, like my two ones, like that's what they were going to target next probably, because that's what I had said on my phone. And like I said, is that like if I talk about a dog, they usually target that one, or they target ones that are thinner so that they can blame it on thinness if it ever came down to animal control. And she even admitted the other day when my mom was here, she basically said that what's it called, she was basically saying that you know, she was basically saying that or like the girl basically said that she is the one that she said that she called animal control, and she's the one that is trying to get me to take my dogs out. I don't legally have to take them out. Those are kennel systems that are like dog homes and runs. They are technically a run, and they are big enough for the dog to run back in circles with and stretch his legs. Yeah, he can't run full speed. Most of my dogs don't run full speed on the yard anymore. They only did that with Linus. They don't like to run around. They just pitter patter everywhere and shimmy shake everywhere. They're like, like a little trot. They don't like to be outside, inside that much. They usually like to be outside. Getting them in the house is difficult as fuck. Okay, so they like being outside in their homes. Now, if they obviously like being in the yard better, but I don't want them in the yard because there's animals, wild animals out here. There's all kinds of crazy shit everywhere, and it's nonstop. You know what I'm saying? It's nonstop with this shit. And it's like they can be I'm gonna prove it. Like, if I can get camera systems and make them thinner again and show that it's, and then they're gonna try to come over there and kill some. But like I said, I'll have my SIM cards then. And so, like, if they take the SIM card or whatever, then it'll prove that. You know what I mean? You'd have to take the SIM card out or something and then have it, like, it would go blank for a certain amount of time. Like, you're never gonna be able to stop me at some point showing that it's somebody else doing it. You see what I'm trying to say? They just don't get it. They're trying to frame me and make it seem like it's my care for the dogs that's doing it so that they can report it to the police officer who's dirtier than a $5 bill, okay? And he knows Justin Reedy and other people and knows the Pasco police who work with those people and work with Nelson and other people who are canine guys who are evil as fuck. Evil as shit. They're just nasty, gnarly human beings, nasty individuals. Like Nelson Valera is a person I used to do bite work with, and I chose not to because of the way he kept his dogs. They were all on chains. They were in tiny cages. His girlfriend was talking about she used to go and, she was talking to Malik about her going and to Tom Garner's Pig Pickens, and then they buy dogs from dog fighters. Los Guerrero is a dog fighter, and that's who I'm buying a dog from because I just wanted to get the best stock. But they will buy game pits from them, and I know that they're matching them. And the difference is with me is that I would buy them just to not match them and whatever. But we all know that the way she talks is that she matches them. Now, I might look like here and there like I do or whatever, but we all know that if you go to my channel, I keep everything on my channel and I talk about it. And like I said, you can look. There's a couple yard accidents I don't have on there anymore because I deleted some because I thought that they were going to use that against me or something maybe because I've heard stories and shit. But other than that, you can go to YouTube and check them out. There's nothing on there that's illegal. If they get into a fight, it's on them. And they usually don't. It's like once in a blue moon. I've had less than maybe 20 yard accidents in 5 years. That's not bad considering they're out every day together. I used to keep them out all the time. That's not bad. I've had 10 to 20. I've had 10 of yard accidents. Not even. It's not much. It's less than 20 though. Look here, as soon as I'm talking and I'm still talking, it's the same motherfuckers every time. He's going to go real slow. And because he's hearing everything on my phone, and they come home and they coordinate. There is no fucking way, logically, that you would see this shit happening on a consistent basis unless there was some sort of suspicious activity. Look, there's another car coming home. He wasn't even home all day. Okay? You see what I'm saying? It's they usually come home at 5 o'clock, 5:30. It's probably nowhere near 5 o'clock. You know what I mean? And then that one is, I think, the same guy who was walking. They look like the same people. I think he's the one from down the street, actually, that walks all the time. And, he has to come over, which is why he's never always over there. I think that's the same person. They look very similar. They're both thin dudes. And, yeah, that is the case. I have it on film, actually. Yeah, he is the guy, right? So, look, you see how that person looked over here? This one is involved with them, too, because I reported everybody. But, look, he'll look back at some point. You see what I'm saying? See how he look back? He's watching everything that I do, okay? They watch everything. And that dude over there, right? The white guy, the skinny white guy, is the same guy who drives that fucking car, with the wing on it or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's the other day, actually, he drove off in that car. So that's what I was trying to say. It's the same guy. It's hard to tell, or they're almost identical. But either way, they're all connected. They literally do this shit all the time. They won't leave it alone. You see what I'm saying? Look, he's going to take 15 minutes to fucking just go. Look, he just looked over again. He won't leave that shit alone. He's look at their house. Come on this property. It's listen, The only reason why I'm not, fam, is because I don't buy illegal Wi-Fi jammers. That's why. The only reason why y'all can do what y'all do is because they're buying a Wi-Fi jammer and jamming my shit up. That's what they do. They jam it up and they do all this shit to try to harass me, and they murder my dogs by giving them poison. And they'll even probably use the rat poison they know I've used before, even though I haven't had rats in months. So now they're fucked. Did they kill more of my dogs? I haven't had rats and I haven't even seen a rat in months because I killed them all with rat poison. And like I said, I haven't seen a rat since Diablo. Diablo was like right around the time that they all died. So like then they killed Sailor Moon, who was completely in shape, right? So it proves that they've been the ones killing them. And they killed other ones, you know what I mean? So it's like they killed Preacher Girl, 2 pups. The cops, I think, killed the 2 pups because they wanted me to be on the cops so that, basically like, because I was talking shit about police and veterans and stuff because they weren't doing anything about the situation. And, then they fucking like tried to get me to go after them, you know what I mean? Because they're big and bad, you know what I mean? Instead of coming here and fighting me one-on-one. You see what I'm saying? Because I was talking all kinds of mad shit because they're in my phone. They're investigating me all the time. They're always constantly investigating me. And like I said, I called the cops right before this shit. And so that they show up with their cars, I'm going to be like, I literally said to call you. I told you guys to call me. And so like now they won't like call me at all. You see what I'm saying? So like I just called the cops and said to call me. And then they're either going to show up or not show up at all and just not even come to my house. You see what I'm trying to say? And it's because they're all in on it because I was talking shit. It's insane, bro. Insane how bad this country is, bro. Insane how horrifically bad this shit is. Horrendously bad it is. It's insane. It's genuinely insane how bad this shit is. They all day will try to kill my dogs. And they're trying to say that they're trying to help me, right? Because I was talking shit about how I couldn't take care of them a couple times. But that's because I'm stressed out about this whole thing. And I've been taking care of them just fine. The fact of the matter is that you won't leave me alone. They don't have to go outside all the time. They don't have to be... That's probably the fucking bird that killed my pup, maybe. But there's been like a bird that flies around here. That looks like it. It looked like a bald eagle, Malik said. That might be it. I swear animals can like all understand words and shit, bro. Because I've been talking about that shit a lot. But yeah, there's like an osprey that comes around here and flies around here. There's fucking, all kinds of stuff like that. I swear I've seen a bald eagle before, but I think he was actually flying after the osprey once. So yeah, I do think there's a bald eagle out here. They do come to Florida, but anyways, yeah. So it's like Rex is on the job, but all they have to do is just feed them rat poison. Now, some dogs don't go after stuff and think it's edible, but rat poison, they like put stuff in it to make it edible for dogs too. And it's like they're attracted to eating that shit. And it's like now I can't even keep a camera system up because they keep jamming it, and I'm gonna have to use SIM cards. Look, now he's on his horse, you know what I mean? Just acting like he's doing something immediate. He's never on his horse unless he's home all day. Like they almost never go on any of their horses. I don't even think I've even seen them come straight home and go on their horses much at all. So it's like he's out here because he knows I'm taking a video, because they have this little app thing that was installed in my phone, and I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how to literally stop the app thing in my phone without fucking what's it called, without what am I trying to say? I don't know how to stop the app thing in my phone that is like what am I trying to say? I don't know how to stop the app thing on my phone to where like I have videos and stuff I don't want to delete. Well, that's another thing with it, is that I was talking shit when my ex got with them and was helping them out, because she was mad at me because she thought I cheated because they were telling her things that I said in my phone. And she already had, I think, tracked me too, or something like that, or somehow was talking to whoever and getting with them in my phone. Because Will somehow was involved, you know what I mean? So Will is an attorney and that's her best friend, and his dad is like FBI or I think it was Homeland Security or FBI, and she sells him drugs. Holly would sell him weed, which is not that big of a deal, but you're a fucking government official doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you people are all crazy. Like, weed is that important to you, It's that serious that you have to break the law as a government official and get copious amounts of high grade level weed. Like, weed is like the dumbest thing. It's literally a plant that makes your brain change, okay, and gives you slight hallucinations for some people, or even bad ones, or just makes your metabolism go wild and puts you in a weird, funky state, and you guys think it's fun, okay? And it's like literally a plant attacking your brain, because that's what plants do. The same way they attack your immune system, they attack your gut. Why do you think that your gut hurts when you eat certain vegetables? Because they have nasty lectins in it and shit, because they're designed to hurt you. Plants are not your friend. That's why bears are attracted to pollinating flowers, and other animals are, because they're using tactics against you to get you to pollinate them other places. It's crazy. Like, plants are diabolical, actually. They just don't have the same kinds of facial expressions, obviously, and brains as an animal. But they are, on some level, intelligent, for sure, and intelligent in design. Some plants hunt animals. You know what I'm saying? Like, they eat animals and they use different ways to attack them. Whether or not how conscious they are, it's like they're still intelligent. You know what I mean? They're still an intelligently created creature. It's insane how stupid people are. But like I said, like I'm just waiting to see if another person pulls up randomly. And that's what they try to do, man. They try to harass the fuck out of me. And like I said, if any of my dogs die, then we all know who it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the defining moment. So we already know who it is for Sailor Moon, because she died and she was fine looking. Like, I have pictures and video of that shit, all that stuff. And what they're trying to do is get me to fucking, like, they're going to have the cops, investigate everybody after a while for having a Wi-Fi jammer, and they're all going to know beforehand because they're in my phone and shit. You know what I mean? So I'll have to turn off my phone, but I'll turn it off so that nobody knows, what I said to the cops and everything, and I won't even film that shit, okay? And then I'll put it on a polygraph test, right? And then I'll prove that the cops literally talk to them, because the only way that they wouldn't have a Wi-Fi jammer, and then they'll be like, oh, well, they could tell that your phone doesn't have, your camera's not working if they were hacking your phone or something. That would be the only way. So, like, you would admit then either way that they hacked my phone. Like I said, the polygraph test is going to show that shit. And then it'll show how divisive and nasty the cops are even more, because, like I said, when I do a polygraph test and explain that either way they were involved with these people and knew about it, and that's why they're not even showing up. They're not even, I just called them. They will not show up, or they won't, or they will fucking, like, what am I trying to say? That they'll call me later or something. Like, a couple times they called me like an hour or two later or some shit, or like something like that. It was a while later. So it's wild, man. This country is wild. Like I said, I'm gonna start the trend on Justin Rigney and all the other people who are nasty. Nelson Valero, I'm gonna talk about how Grady probably knows him and has worked with him in particular before, and his girlfriend is an ex-dog fighter, and just a whole bunch of shit. And that she's talked to me about dog fighting before. So, and Malik. So, yeah. Squash problem, you know what I mean? Like, it's too late. You've been connected with murdering my dogs, and you're gonna try to make them look like the cops helped and whatever, and then I'm not crazy, because at some point, like I said, we tried, we did the best within the law. Grady Judd is the worst. These motherfuckers, dude, you won't even believe some of the shit I know about. I haven't even talked about a few other things because I know they're gonna try to kill my ass. But these motherfuckers are the most diabolical humans I've ever seen. And people that they associate, bro, he was on my ass since the Ebor thing. Bro, these people, unreal. It's literally unreal. I remember I was talking shit about Grady. That was probably what it was when they got me for the fucking, threw my ass in jail. I was talking shit about Grady Judd before. Like I said, when it was like, oh God, I can't even make this shit up. Sorry, I'm talking to myself, but this shit is just like, I can't make this shit up, man. They literally got my ass before with the whole thing when they put me in jail for like a day and then let me go. Unreal.